Students, today let's see the continuation part of first chapter, and today we are going to discuss the types of strategies. So strategies are classified into three types: on the base of level, on the base of life cycle, and on the base of competition. So now let's see the classification first, that is classification of strategy on the basis of level. So now let us see the first type, that is corporate level strategies. So in this we are going to discuss only few things in this video. Corporate level strategy provides possible directions in which organization can move. So corporate strategies are framed by top management, which covers the businesses company is carrying or the business is carrying. So it provides a path, or it provides a direction in which or where organization should be in future, or it provides a direction in which organization need to move. It involves decisions concerning allocation of resources among different businesses. For example, company may have four lines of business operations like automobile, steel, tea, or telecommunication. So, corporate level strategy will outline whether the organization should operate in that line or they need to withdraw. So, how many resources or what are the resources are required for each line of business is determined by the corporate level strategy. The top management is responsible for formulating corporate strategy. So corporate level strategy is done by top management. The corporate strategy reflects the path toward attaining the vision of the organization. The vision says about how the organization should be in future. So that position can be reached by corporate level strategy because it provides a direction. So how to reach, what are the activities they need to plan. So all these things are planned in a corporate level strategy. It provides a path for attaining the vision of the organization. Strategy formulation at this level involves integrating and managing diverse businesses and realizing synergy at the corporate level. So here strategy formulation involves integrating and managing the diverse businesses. That means a company is carrying different lines of business. So here while formulating a strategy, they'll consider all the areas of business. That means they'll consider all the lines of business, and together the plan is done. So now let's see the features of corporate level strategy. It is formulated by top management. Here decisions are complex and it affects the entire organization because for the entire organization we are making a plan. It is long term in nature, so as it provides a path for fulfilling its vision, so it is long term in nature because uh, it makes a plan, or it provides a direction, so how to move to the target. It is action oriented, so it is not only theoretical, it is action oriented, means it says how to fulfill the dream of the business. So it involves a series of activities, so series of activities are planned here, so that's why it is action oriented. It is concerned with efficient allocation and utilization of resources. So here planning is done with regard to the efficient allocation, allocating the resources to different lines of business, and optimum utilization of scarce resources. Organization, it will have resources in scarce, so how to make use of that limited resources and getting the maximum benefit out of that, that is planned in a corporate strategy. It is formulated by considering the goals and objectives of organization. So here organization will set goals. Depending on the goals, various objectives are set. So here so that they are going to plan by considering the goals, because if there is no uh, connection, or if there is no match between the corporate level strategy and goals, then there will be what mismatch, then there will be conflict. So to avoid that, while formulating a corporate strategy, top management will consider what are its goals and objectives. So by considering that, they are going to make a strategy. It's like what a reference point for the corporate level strategy. It is designed to cope with the competitive and complex environments. So while making corporate strategy, firm need to analyze what are the strategies of competitors. It is concerned with the pursuing opportunities and threats and seizing initiatives to cope with them. So here they need to plan with regard to what are the opportunities are available and threats are there in the environment, and how to face that threat, or how to grab that opportunities. So that is planned in this. So next, let's see the types of corporate strategy. So there are four types: stability strategy, growth strategy, retrenchment strategy, and combination strategy. And today in this video we are going to discuss only about stability strategy, the first type of corporate level strategy. So let's see corporate level strategies. First step, that is first type, stability strategy. So it is stability is one of the important goal for business enterprise. So that is to safeguard existing interest and strengths. Stability strategy says retaining or maintaining the existing line of business. Stability strategy is pursued when the business firm continues to serve in the same or similar markets and deals in same or similar products or services. So here planning is done with regard to uh, stabilize is existing operations. So how to maintain the firm in the same position for a longer duration, and that is what stability strategy. With the same product, with the same service, how to survive for a longer duration. So that is stability strategy. No changes is done with regard to the products they are offering, services offering, or the line of business they are carrying. Stability strategy is typical for large firms whose products have reached the maturity stage of product life cycle. It is difficult for the firms who have reached the maturity stage. Maturity stage alli reach ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, there will be no more opportunities. It has already reached the peak. It has already reached the top. So afterwards there is no more what opportunities for those firms. It is very what difficult. It is not suitable for the firms which are in the maturity stage. So it is suitable for the firms which are in the growth stage. So more opportunities they need to come, so that they have to maintain that stage. They should avoid the firm to reach decline stage. In case of small firms, stability strategies consolidate their market position and prepare for the launch of growth strategies. So firms which are small in size, so for them stability strategies of maintaining their market position and or preparing themselves for next level. Long term strategy or long term stability strategy also requires, so here this stability strategy requires reinvestment. They need to make a reinvestment in order to maintain the business in the same position. So they need to make research and development or innovation they need to make. So here investment is required in smaller amount, not in bigger amount. So here it is less amount of investment is required, and constantly they need to make research and development in order to satisfy the customers with the existing products. So, and adding new features to the same business products which they are having now. Yeah, stability strategy is concerned with doing the same with the little improvement. That means to do the same thing better. Previously it was like do the same thing, nothing is changed. But here, but now we need to make what innovations or research and development in the field which we are carrying. So doing the same thing, but little improvement we need to do. Features of stability strategy. A firm opting for stability strategy that will stay with the same business, same product market fortune and functions, and it maintains the same level of efforts as it present. So a firm which would like to say stay in a same position with same product, with same functions, with same market position and the same efforts it need to put. So those firms will prefer stability strategy. It does not involve redefinition of the business of the corporation. So there is no what redefinitions or there is no what making changes in the business, making changes in the structure or the type of business it carries. So there will be no such changes. That's why there is no redefinition of the business. So it will be carrying the same business, but it wants to do some innovations or some improvement with the existing line of business. It is basically safety oriented or status quo oriented strategy. The firm which do not like to take any risk, so they prefer these kind of strategy. And status quo means the firms adopting this strategy maintain the same level of operations. Small business firms desire satisfactory level of operations rather than growth, so those firms will prefer this. So they want to maintain the same level of operations. That's what status quo means. They want to maintain the same status for a longer duration. It does not warrant much of fresh investment. Reinvestment is there, but it is not in larger amount. So many types or many time company will not prefer or it will not in need of any fresh investment because the investment which is already done that is sufficient for their activities or for their actions. It involves minor improvements in the products and its packaging. So they need to make uh, improvements in the product features or they need to make a changes in the packaging of a product. So that's only involved here. Here risk is also very less because already they have created a market or they have a market. So in that market they are going to serve with the same product which is already known to all the customers. So risk is very less of getting less demand for the products, and they're trying to improve the features with innovations and research and development. So the risk is very less. So let's see why the firms are doing stability strategy. The major reasons for stability strategy: the company is doing fairly well and it is hopeful of the same in the future. So it is doing well in the market, it is doing good in the present position, so it is happy in that and it is satisfied with that position, so it doesn't want more if it is not what or it doesn't want to earn more, so that firms will prefer stability strategy. The feeling that is sticking to the known business is always better and safe. So instead of taking risk by entering into the area which is not familiar or which is unknown to the firm, it is better to stay in the business which is already known or which is expert. The company is expert in that operation. So that feeling will make the company to stay in this same business. The company may not have the resources and capabilities for expansions. The limited resources company is having, or it doesn't have fund for its expansion activities, then those firms will prefer this stability strategy when they are doing good in the present level of business. The company may not want to take the risk of growth and expansion, so they, if they enters into new area, or if they take over any other companies, if there is no demand for their products when they start a new manufacturing a new product, or manufacturing, or um, doing same kind of business, so that the risk level is very less if they are expertise in their field, because they know what are the uncertainties will come for their business, because they're expertised in that. So when they go for new kind of business, definitely a lot of problems will come, and the company will not be that much expertise to deal with that. So to avoid these risks, company will prefer stability strategy. The company which has core competency in the existing business and does not want to take a risk of losing sufficient attention on the current business. So it has a more market dominance from the in existing product, and it doesn't want to take any risk, or if it concentrates on new businesses, so it may fail to concentrate on the existing business, so that there may not be much improvement in the existing product, and there may not be improvement in, or there may not be demand for the products which they are offering, means for the new product. So that time ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಎರಡು ದೋಣಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಕಾಲಿಟ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ. So to avoid that, companies will go for doing same kind of business. So now let's see the types of stability strategy. Maintenance of status quo. Status quo means maintain the same level of operations. So the firms adopting this strategy is to maintain same level of operations, and the small business firms, they need satisfactory level of operations rather than growth, so they prefer stability strategy. Sustainable growth. Slow growth is more desired rather than maintenance of status quo. Instead of being in the same status or same position, it is better to make some improvement in the existing line of business they are doing. So there should be a slow growth in the business, and it is very difficult to maintain status quo, because customers preference are changing. So when competitors comes with the uh, good quality products with the less price, less cost, that time the customers will move to definitely to the competitors product. To avoid that, there should be sustainable growth in the business. So therefore, sustainable growth strategy is more optimistic than zero growth. Zero growth means that is maintaining status quo. Pause or proceed with caution strategy. Firms which have had rapid expansion and want to consolidate before moving ahead, they adopt this strategy. Firms that wish to test the ground before moving forward, so they also preferred this or pause or proceed with caution strategies. They want to test it before moving to the further step. They want to make what or they want to get experience, or they want to test the existing line of business, so they prefer this without making any changes. No change strategy. Companies continue to have same strategy until the internal environment and external environment more or less remains constant. Even though there would be minor changes in the environment, like uh, getting opportunities, means grabbing opportunities or facing threats, they would be offset by the entry of new firms into the industry, or existing of or exit of any firms from the industry that will what create a market, so that you need not to make any changes. So those what opportunities make you to remain in the same position. Profit strategy. Profit strategy aims at maintaining the same level of profit which is earned during uncertain and unfavorable condition. That means any risk which you face, any risk company is facing, but profit is not at all affected. Maintaining same level of strategy means maintaining same level of profit margin, so that firm will not be affected. ಸೊ ಏನೇ ಆಗಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಬರುವಂಥ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಬರ್ತಾನೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ಬಂದರೆ ಸಾಕು. That is a mindset. If company is having that kind of mindset, they will adopt profit strategy. That means maintaining what same profit margin for a longer duration. So this is what the first type of corporate level strategy is, stability strategy, and next type, that is growth or expansion strategy, will discuss in the next class. Thank you.